even though you're focused very much on your own and feeling quite impoverished, you will be surprised at the effect that your actions have on you and on those around you. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whichever area of your chart you wanted to look at, and it's a general reading. So everything that you hear about a general reading applies. You know, timing's not absolute. Roles can be reversed in the telling of what I see here. But I always ask my clients to come to me with a question, which you'll know if you've watched any of my other videos. So pause the video if you have to. Think about all the questions that are around you at the moment. Pick one of them, focus on it, because energy in, energy out. However, be aware of all of them, because the cards will answer whichever question they please, and not what you and I would think of. All the other details about the reading are in the description below. Have a read of that. Press subscribe while you're there. And in the meantime, let me bring up the cards. So, on the base of the decks, we have Strength. We have, and my brain's gone blank as to what that card is. And we have the Two of Cups. I'm still learning this one new deck, but I don't always know my numbers. Oh, what a surprise. It's the Tower. That's weird because there's a Tower card in the middle of the reading, but this Tower I'm feeling really, really positive about. I don't know which. In fact, let's have a look at the little book, because this is the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. And Iroko, the Orisha that represents the union between the sky and the earth, between the visible and the invisible. Obviously, the Tower means breakdown, tears, painful transformation. And we seem to be in a month of initiations. We've been setting our plans according to the astrology. With pretty much that will finish with the new moon in November. And then we will be trying to carry out those plans. And so we are reaping the rewards of the decisions that we've made so far. But we have Strength, the Tower. But like I say, I'm feeling really positive about that, especially that it's governed by Iroko, because as I looked at this, the massive tree that I saw, I felt more like the world tree, which makes sense since the world tree is supposed to wrap itself around all 9 worlds. You are bringing things into reality from your higher self, your imagination, the idea space, whatever. But this is something to do with you, within you. We have a Two of Cups on the base of the deck here, and a Two of Cups in your present situation, where you are poised at the gateway of unifying aspects to yourself, or a whole new love relationship. Let's see. I did draw ready, because there was those both Two of Cups, a couple of romance angels, and so this will tell us whether it's new love and make the effort. So yes, there's a chance of a new romance, which is why everybody watches these readings in the first place, not what I tend to concentrate on in these readings. The other oracle cards that actually flipped out as I was shuffling were Cherishing Self, Faith from the Lightworkers Oracle, Stay Calm, Trust the Good in Yourself and Others, See the Light in the World, and Master Jesus, Forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing, I'm sure that's supposed to say further. Father healing is possible at this time. You are bringing aspects into the real world of yourself that you haven't necessarily felt comfortable about. This is exactly what Aries was about, but in a completely different way. This seems to be from the top down, i.e. higher self down, whereas Aries was about building up from childhood and past issues upwards. So I'm tempted to say that this new love and make the effort is as much about self-love as it is about a partner, a twin flame, a soulmate, a Friday night fling, whatever, coming into your life. Although I think it will be a bit more than a Friday night fling, to be quite honest, if there is one. So let's have a look. The situation where you are in at the moment, you are poised at this gateway. You've had a lot of anxiety recently, and you are poised at a gateway of plunging yourself into the fire. This is a Two of Cups. This is not the most cheerful Two of Cups cards, I have to say. Plunging yourself into the fire, or remaining where you are, static, and then you're still going to have the anxiety. This is clarified by, is that an 8 or a 3? That's an 8 of Pentacles by the Goetic Spirit Zagan, number 61. Turns water into wine and back again, turns blood into wine, turns any metal into legal tender coins, and makes fools wise. You're re-examining quite a lot of your repetitive decisions, I think. There are certain things that you've stuck to and you're having to re-examine them. I don't feel that you're necessarily going to get rid of any of them or a lot of them, but it's either as a result of your thought processes, you've either got to go, well, all my decisions have led me here, so I need to take this one step further, or I've got to stop making this decision again and again and again and again and make the effort to go somewhere new, because in a grounded fashion, you're going to be guided and protected in a whole new direction. There are certain things that you are going to be cutting out of your life, however, but there is a whole new beginning there for you. So let's have a look what's been happening in the recent past, what's led up to the situation where you are now. Again, the sexual context, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. Memories aren't something that will keep you warm at the minute, are they? Memories, the nostalgia, the returning to the homestead is just, it feels a little bit empty, a little bit hollow, a little bit, is that it? I'm coming back as a conqueror and there's nobody there to see my victory. But there is new gateways open for you, and it's almost as if you've had to go home, whatever home is. Bear in mind here, home could as easily be an emotional state as the place where you grew up with parents and siblings and what have you, if you have the advantage of parents and siblings. But you have been given a clarity, again, with the issue of love being typified here by Citri. Yeah, you've been given a clarity of vision which has caused you to start to plan, and you have been building upon what you have remaining. Five of Cups, remember, normally two or three tipped over, 2 or 3 remaining standing. But this guy, I forget which Greek king that is, but he's looking at the plans of a whole new palace. So he is making use of what has been left. So you are building up, there's certain things that you've seen that are not serving you in your life very much. And that has come even more apparent recently as, yeah. Oh dear, yeah. You have had to plan and find balance because certain things about the past and about the present have become revealed like lightning, and your foundation is being shaken, and everything within your world at the moment, it's almost like it's being lifted up, like by the giant here, it's being lifted up. Either that, it's a really tiny tower, but there's really tiny people on it, so I'm assuming it's a giant. It's being lifted up and examined. So it's not that the tower is coming crashing down in either of these two tower cards, but everything's been examined very, very, very carefully, and you are coming into a time of forming a whole new dream under guardianship. but you need to be careful of the seeds that you sow at the moment, because a lot of your actions right now are probably a lot more fertile than what you think they are. Even though you're focused very much on your own and feeling quite impoverished, you will be surprised at the effect that your actions have on you and on those around you. So if you're picking everything up to examine it, one, put it back gently, very gently. There's people in that tower still. But two, just be aware that you can have a greater effect than what you ever suspect right now. So the wrong word coming from the wrong emotion could do damage, whereas the right word coming from the right emotion could create miracles. I should listen to this myself, being a Pisces. There is definitely I'm hoping for the miracles for you, because although the dream that you're chasing doesn't seem to be, because we've got a Knight of Cups here and a Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups here is typified by Beleth, which has a particular significance for myself, and then a Knight of Chalices here, where the horses are being led to water where water is scarce. So it's like the dream is being brought to you slowly. The sun is shining on you. But reconciliation is on its way, and news is on its way, Page of Swords, so that your efforts will slowly blossom. So that's actually really positive, and but this isn't a choice thing. This is the natural progression of where you are today, where you are as you see this reading, if this reading is applying to you. That's a natural progression. Things are going to get a lot better than what they actually look like they are. So patience, you just need patience. Do not trap yourself by exposing your weak spots and exposing yourself with anxiety. There's don't trap yourself, don't freak out, don't lash out. There's certain things that, on the basis of the news you receive, there's certain things that you will know to cut out. But with that news being along the lines of reconciliation, I think what you're going to be cutting out is anger, pain, and that you're cutting out the bad things. So you're letting possibly a past situation heal, because these oracle cards were all about healing and all about cherishing self. And you don't need to be carrying that hurt any longer. It taught you what it needed to teach you. So now you can move on. Let's have a look at things that need to teach you, because previously you had a burden where you were imprisoned by it, and there was a dream that you achieved, but it was too great a burden at the time, and you had the strength to move on and get the hell on out of there, is the impression I get from those cards. Let's see. Yes, Knight of Wands, you were getting the hell on out of there. Eumania with that's another person who has symbolism for me. Eumania with chalices and Four of Cups. So you were shown a new way, and yet again you're going to be shown another new way. But I do get the impression that it's not so new. You have to stop torturing yourself. You may be feeling burdened at the minute, and you may be feeling dragged down by your past, but remember, what has gone on already was in the stars. Now, if you look at your astrology, stars are great. Stars are coming great at the moment if you've made the right steps during November. So Other people are seeing that maybe you're just a little bit fanciful and trying to take a little bit too much charge in your life, but change is coming and you are changing, and other people can notice that you are changing, but they are noticing your skill, and you are going to have answers about the past, the present, and the future, and you are gaining favor. You're gaining more favor than what you think you are. Again, right emotions, right words, miracles. Wrong emotions, wrong words, disasters. Your words have a lot more power at the moment than what you suspect. Something I need to remember when I go to work. So you're worried that, as ever, your world's going to come toppling down. Not an unusual fear for a Pisces, but you're in a really, really good place. It may have been built on something that you felt was hollow, but it is still bearing fruit. And simply looking within, you have the power to hold back the storm. And I think that storm is often that anxiety. Where was that? That anxiety, that Nine of Swords that is coming up at the moment. So the future. There is help coming your way, but you need to focus on one thing at a time. But you're going to be, we've got a 6 and a 7 of Pentacles here. There are more options, but they're going to be based on what you have built already, and a reminder that what you have built is a good thing. So let's see about the choice of these this future. Things will start moving fast, and you're going to have to face your own underworld to a point, but you will have a wonderful clarity if you follow your intuition. Now, your intuition, I feel, has been guiding you for quite some time. I'm sure we had another star card somewhere. Oh, we had, is it here? No, but I'm sure there was one. Your intuition has been guiding you all along with this. Your intuition has been guiding you on the path that you're on right now for years. And this is something I want to say. This is something that you have been guided along for years. Yes, you need to pick everything up with this tower and examine how you're doing. And literally, give yourself a grade, give yourself a mark, or more to the point, yeah, like that, did that well, keep all that bit, get rid of that because that I did wrong, that needs fixing, and that is actually something that needs working on some more, but that was good and promising. You know, examine the whole, how much have you been listening to your intuition? How much have you been listening to your heart? And how much have you been allowing your heart to heal? Because there's certain things where you have to dive into that fire in your heart to allow your heart to heal. Which actually is exactly what this particular Nine of Cups is about. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, but this Nine of Cups is a little bit wish fulfillment at a cost. It's getting, it's achieving your vengeance, but it's being right in doing so. For the legend of the whichever Greek hero it was who ended up having to go back, shoot his father and the entire royal court because of something that had happened when they were children, which is what he had dedicated himself to as he had grown up. So he achieved his lifelong dreams. So for this one, it is a wish fulfillment. It is achieving the lifelong dreams. I don't think you're going to have to be going out there and enacting vengeance on anyone, but if it's there, don't worry. Because we have 4 of Wands. There is commitment coming to you. Again, if you are listening to your intuition and making that wish fulfillment. 4 of Wands, typified in the Demon Possessed Tarot by a person who knows all things hidden, answers truly about things earthly or divine. So, good times ahead, wish fulfillment ahead. Listen to your intuition, be aware of how much power you have at the moment. So, looking at the oracle cards. The Angel of Eternal Love. As I let love in, it stays in my soul forever. That love that you're looking for at the moment has always been there, always will be there, always has been there, and is the voice behind the intuition that's been leading you along on this path for years anyway. So if anything, if you are doubting your path and believe that you have been putting yourself through torment from this path, yeah, you have. Stick with it. It's coming to a conclusion faster than you think. The angel of discernment, through the grace of the divine, I am able to know the right path. Remember what I was saying about that tower moment of examining everything and just getting rid of the few things that you need to get rid of. Don't let pride get in your way, but stick to your goal using your will, and you will receive change, slow and steady as it has been all along. There is a lot for you to learn at the moment. Just be aware of how you use your connections, that you are aware of the equality of other people. Remember what I was saying about the vengeance bit, the equality of everybody in this situation. Be fair to them. But since I'm talking to Pisces, be fair to yourself as well. Definitely use the wisdom. You are being led. Do something to change your energy, because change is coming. You have to ignite it. You have to step into that Two of Cups fiery gateway that I was talking about. But pink fire. So think silver violet flame of transmutation. It's something that burns away the negativity and molds a whole new, more perfect you from it. Share your voice, come out of the cave. And then it says persecution and expression. So remember what I was saying about news coming, where you're finding out things about the past. So you can say where you have felt persecuted and then let it go. Let it go. It's not relevant anymore. It's one of the things that maybe you need to get rid of in this tower. Because, yeah, you've received quite a few bruises and scars over the years that you feel burdened with. It's time to release quite a few of them. Again, another card to follow your intuition with. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Hathor. Focus in on yourself. Shed your old skin. Shed the stuff that you get rid of with this tower moment. Release the attachments that you need to. Not all attachments right now are bad, only the ones that are not working for you. But you will be overcoming that insecurity. So, if that means anything to you, and I think when I get to play this back and edit it, it'll probably mean something to me. If that means anything to you, comment down below. Please press subscribe while you're there. Obviously, keep an eye open for my other brands of readings. I'm doing a sun sign with 8 moonstruck rising. I will shortly be doing starseed readings for starseeds, not by race, but by star sign. But those are for people who self-identify as starseeds. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, it's not for you. But in the meantime, examine yourself, cast away those bits that aren't serving you any good, but bear in mind that you are nearly at the end of that journey of change. That burden and that torture is over. Clarity is coming. This is Prometheus. This is the God who gave man fire. And that is who you are morphing into. Yeah, okay, you got punished by Zeus and blah, 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 blah. But that essential core of who he is. Your words have power at the moment. You can give fire to others. Good fire or bad fire. Give the good fire. Cheers.